don't know if we're like super deep, but I think
I'm
we have mutual passions for different parts of the Bible. You know,
I have learned a lot and forgot a lot, and because I was raised in church, and I've seen as I got older, when I got back into a church, I've learned it more now than I ever did before, and a lot of that has to do because I teach. Well, I was teaching. I was a Sunday school teacher for a little while, until I couldn't do it no more because my job conflicted with it. So I was missing a lot of church because I was working nights. But I also preach. God called me to preach. And actually, I'm gonna start doing more of that even in my home church. My pastor asked if
well, when are you gonna start going live again?
I'm really not sure about that. I'm praying about that as well because I'm not sure that I'm actually going to.
That's sad.
I'm still involved here and there when I can be. You know what I mean? In boxes and things, but that's too big to determine. Let's just put it that way. But my pastor did ask. Appreciate you, Tommy. My pastor did ask me to figure out a way to where we can start going live, doing like live streaming and stuff like that at our church. So if I do go live, it'll probably be during church service, like preaching and stuff. I'll use it to do that. Especially too, you know, where everybody knows me on the platform. When I do preach, I will start going live when I do my preaching too.
I think you should.
So, but we just got to get the internet issue fixed at the church before we can really stream all that.
Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate you.
What's up, Avery? And
thanks
yeah, donuts.
I feel like you do that really well.
Let me see if I can.
Oh man, I got a headache, y'all. I've been if you need help with it. Oh, wow. Where's my extension of help, Tommy? Rude.
I was sitting there talking to Tommy. It's not it's just about getting the internet up here to our church, like the location of it. They don't want to purchase and actually have Wi-Fi put on at the church because they don't want a bunch of people having the Wi-Fi. That makes any sense. And I think it should be just the pastor and whoever is over top of the like media part of it. Like I was asked to be the one to do the live, so I would have the password, and maybe the pastor and his wife have the password, and that'd be it. But that could raise controversy too.
What is that?
Yeah, it would be password protected, but that's just it, telling everybody no, you can't have a password.
No, we are useless to
something that it has been raised questions, but we're coming around to modern. We've been trying to modernize. We're behind on times at our church.
How do you hide a network name?
You can change it completely out.
How? Because I have my Wi-Fi, and I feel like I would like to hide it.
Yeah, you can hide it.
I had someone hook up to my Bluetooth the other day. I don't even know how that happened, but it like turned on, and I was like, "What is that noise? What's happening?" And then they like disconnected really quick. That's weird. The settings.
Yeah.
Settings. Okay. Sure.
Which, I mean, there's people up there that lives next door. Like one of the ladies that goes to our church, her Wi-Fi picks up really good right there at the church. She must have a pretty strong router too from where her house is. But I was on there looking up Wi-Fi the other day because I was turning on my hotspot on my phone and trying to get link up with my laptop. and I found networks from 5 different houses, and I could tell the strongest signal and where it was coming from. And her Wi-Fi was like on point. I don't know what kind of network she has, but as far away as the house is, it had full bars for her Wi-Fi. And then West Virginia, take care. All right, get in your car. Come on. We've been doing vacation Bible school all week this week, so starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow. You're welcome to join. Kids have been having a blast. We actually had an 11 weekly for the Lord tonight.
That's awesome.
And a 15, 16-year-old girl gave her heart to the Lord the night before.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's been very good. And the boy that gave his heart to the Lord tonight, he's actually in my class. Because I teach 7 to 11-year-olds. And let me here to tell you, it's mostly boys and like 2, maybe 3 girls. And it is a rambunctious class.
Dad, if scholarships haven't been applied already, the total of just those two, if I get the entire grant, which is up to $3,400, it'll be like good. I don't know.
It'll be good. You heard?
I wish I
Yeah,
could
we went to
remember what it is.
orientation
I wish I could
today. We got up and I left the house at 6:40 this morning. Didn't get home till the 6:30 this evening, and unloaded the car and got vacation Bible school. In her life again. Yeah, I had been on the road all day.
Busy day.
We was there at college for 10 hours, and it was about an hour and 15-minute drive to get there, and an hour and 15-minute drive home. Plus, we were there for 10 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was a very long orientation, let me tell you that. But I did eat good. For free. Well, so if you want to call it for free. Also spent $100.
Actually, you know what? Before I lose this song, I'm gonna add it to my playlist. Anyway,
I bought me some merch
merch. What kind of merch?
from the college.
Amen. Okay.
Well, it actually has the name of the college and it says Dad on it.
Okay. Like college dad. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I went to an alumni lecture. They were serving like little fruits and crackers and cheese and stuff like that. And I'm not even an alumni, but I still went to the mixer anyway.
As you should.
And got free merch there. And then went to a parent mixer and had some desserts and drinks and talked to a couple people there just to kill time while the kids were off doing their thing. It was actually very informational. And then we went and sat down and had a meeting with financial aid to find out how much, after everything, all of her scholarships and grants and everything she got, what's left and how much the payments are going to cost. And let me here to tell you, not looking
What's her GPA?
her final was 4.2 something, I think.
So she qualifies for the Zell Miller.
Yeah, you never looked into that, did you?
She didn't. I don't think she did. But Zell Miller pays 100% of your tuition, and all you got to do is worry about like your books and stuff.
Zell Miller. Look that up.
Zell Miller is a 3.8 or higher is all you got to keep it. I use my first semester of college. I had my Pell Grant, and then my GPA was high enough. I just went to Zell Miller after that, and that took care of me the rest of the way. Because there would have been no way that I could have come up with that money on my own. So,
as of right now, we're still looking at $3,500 per semester.
No, that's total, right?
No, that's per semester.
Oh, per
Like,
semester.
they need to come up with like $6,000.
$3,500 a semester, because your everything that you got already will continue if you meet the criterias. You'll get all of
That
those.
was like $3,500, and I thought that's what it was for the rest of the year.
That's per semester, honey.
You did not tell me that. Now
I did.
I'm stressed. No, you did
I
not
did
say that.
say that.
Well,
Because
you didn't. You said
everything-
that's
We'll
what I
definitely
heard.
look into Zell then.
You said everything is, even you said everything was by semester, honey.
So what did you do with $6,000? That's not what you told me. I don't have enough.
It's per, I'm sorry, sweetheart. She was thinking it was for the whole year, and no, it was per semester.
Yeah, college ain't cheap.
No, $3,400 is what we're looking at, unless she qualifies for more
Yeah.
scholarship.
Uh,
She takes the ACT, she'll get her promised scholarship after she takes the ACT. Because I have no doubt in my mind she won't get it. So, promised scholarship pays for all the tuition, we won't have to worry about it.
Well, that's good.
On the SAT, she was only one question away from getting promised. So the ACT is supposed to be easier, like 10 times easier than the SAT. So I don't know why she wouldn't be able to get a score.
What is that, Avery?
We'll figure it out though. I'm getting ready to change careers anyway too.
You're not going to be doing this construction vibe anymore?
Nope. I'm looking at getting into surveying and mapping.
Surveying and mapping. What do you have to do to get that?
Oh, I have to go to college. I have to get a bachelor's degree,
In what specifically for that?
surveying and mapping.
That's an actual degree?
It is an actual degree. It's under science and something science.
Okay.
All I gotta take is like 4 or 5 classes where I went through the apprenticeship. If I take 5 like regular subject classes, I'll have an associate's degree in applied science on related relations of construction, which the surveying and mapping and stuff like that all falls under construction anyway, because it has to do with that type of work. So if I get that, then I'll use my associates, and it won't take much just to go back in and get my bachelor's. And
Okay.
that's if I want to be a licensed surveyor.
Right.
I can have just my associates and go to work for a surveying, like for a firm.
How's the market for that?
Oh, it's
Like once you graduated, how would you be able to find?
extremely high. Like it's in high demand. The guy I go to church with, he's had his own firm for I don't know how many years, and he cut back on work because he's getting to the point of retirement. So he had to cut back on everything he's doing, and he said he still gets calls
I don't know.
all like probably about 50 or 100 calls a day.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that he's done very well for himself. Probably 20, 30 years worth of work that he's done.
I imagine so.
So, yeah, he told me if I'd have came to him a few years ago, I'd already have a license.
Well, it's never too late to start, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, he says it's a young man's game, but anybody can do it. They just really want to. It's just a lot.
Bachelor's though for that? That's crazy.
It's a lot of work, and there's so much responsibility because one slight little tiny mistake.
I don't know how I feel about being sued.
I wouldn't like it either, but if you do my job the way it's supposed to be done,
I'm sure you can get
keep
those
notes.
like insurance coverages for mistakes.
Wait a minute.
Just to cover the the insurance per year is so extreme that I would probably not carry it and just pay it if I have to save money.
You think that would save money? That's wild.
Yeah. He told me the insurance for liability insurance on that part of it, cover anything like that, it's probably about $12,000 a year. Because it is so.
I'd probably still pay that because someone could sue you millies.
Yeah, it's true. If you do your job right, you won't have to worry about it.
Sure, but accidents do happen. Like,
It's true. It's true. But cover every aspect and every basis on everything. I don't think you have to worry. But that's even if I want to go for the loan firm.
right.
There's a firm here and that's about 30 minutes away from me that he recommended me go to. He recommended me to go to this firm for. So it has to be something good or he wouldn't have recommended it.
Right. I believe that.
So I'm gonna look into that. I need to get a hold of him and talk to him and tell him what I'm planning on doing and seeing if there's anything they could do that. I'm gonna work in the field now.
Enter to Bluetooth.
I could be going to school and
Bluetooth connected.
have a job to be doing it already because I have to have 2 years minimum 2 years experience working for a firm before I can even get my license. 6 years in total.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must really want to do this. You know, to
It's
commit
very-
to that.
It's very, well, I mean, there's couple different aspects of it. It's very lucrative. And if I got into doing this, Sarah could quit her job.
You don't want to still do the
The range?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But that's not going to be able to pay all my bills. I still have to, it's going to take, it takes 3 years minimum for any business to start actually showing profit to where you start to live and actually make profit out of it.
So yeah, you would. I mean, the thing is, you would have to get a business loan that would cover at least a year and a half of predicted expenses.
Yeah.
And then you would make back probably breaking even your first year.
Yeah, and that also has to
And
pay,
then
have to have employers, pay people to work. So, I mean, it's a process. I know I can do it. I still want to do it, but I also want to have a backup plan. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
I can't quit my day job just to start up a business.
What's happening?
They've got a lot to pay, and that's a lot of money.
I believe that. Oh my goodness. Okay, bye, Avery.
And if I was to get my license and open up my own firm and just get my name out there and get built up, it would fund the business.
I think so. You know
Yeah. Oh yeah, because being on your own firm, you start getting these big contracts and everything, it's in the upper 6 figures a year. They say average, but the average across the U.S. and the average pay for an individual with their own firm is between $100,000 and $130,000 a year, and that's just your average.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say it's pretty good. Pretty good. I know somebody that's bought out 5 other companies
got to be lucrative enough if you can buy people out to just shut them down because they do a poor job.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like that's more than half a decade of school. And then the remaining part of that decade is getting that going. So kind of like,
It only take me, I could have my bachelor's in 3 years. Or I can take all my classes that I need to have for my associates. I can have all those done in 2 semesters. It's because it's only 5 classes. Actually, I can probably do them all at once if I really wanted to, but I just don't want to go that hard at it. But
yeah.
2 semesters, I can have my associates, and then I got 2 more years for a bachelor after that. So 3 years, I can have a bachelor's.
Oh, Sounds like a plan. Sounds like you've thought about it.
I've already researched schools. I've looked into probably 15 different colleges. One of them being my daughter goes to.
That'd be funny if you guys were like in the same math class or some.
She don't have to take math class.
Oh, lucky her.
She's already got all that. She's already a semester down.
doesn't make you can jump. No, all my friends on 120 somewhere sleep. How? But it is so intelligent. I know I didn't have to say the whole acting suppressed the church. But these people are always trying to look for ways. There is a discussion that always wants to suppress the outspoken. The ignorance makes one of these people weak. Take the heat from one. Take the heat from one. I don't know what happened. Okay, what happened?
Wait, my phone died or the live stream ended? But it shows that.
I haven't studied it myself. I just know
This is the
about
most I've studied it in my entire life. You know, I've read it a couple times in my life, but I've never like sat and really like dove deep into it until now. So I'm just like, oh wow.
It was kind of good journey to do. You brought us out. I just found myself looking at different. And my eyes were ready to work, but my body had woken up. I'm very hard woken up. You gotta do it. Thank the Lord. Lift yourself up. Thank the Lord, go. I obey. Do not share the word. It has brought you. God has brought you. And I believe God has brought you. And then you go to the home. And you notice there was one soul that was asking you, and the other one was going on with you. Sarah was doing it. And he was the person. And sometimes people don't understand. There was something that was saying yesterday. He was saying, whatever is going to happen in the rapture, doesn't really worry me about why it's coming back. It's not about the absence, the adventure or the sea, but we have to stand in the shoulder of the Lord. And if he's standing right, the ones that are being warned are those who are in slumber.
They're being told us to wake up. Yeah, they're being told to wake up. And I was always troubled, or I didn't like to speak openly before because of the struggles you would find. Either my accent, it's not actually that my accent, like your accent is bad, but then you're like, my accent is heavy, all this and that. But I'm telling you, the Lord carries his people through. I've called you to do an assignment. You're gonna do it. Whether your accent is whatever, whether you have whatever challenges, whether people are hearing have whatever issues, the Lord will carry you through. The Lord will be God, exalting himself as God. And the Lord has brought his people.
I'm just playing.
Oh.
I got 3 kids. You want to give me 4?
Excuse me? I'm just playing.
So is that all you need, doctor?
Yes, Nurse Trudy, thank
You
you.
sure that's all you need, doctor?
Yes, Nurse Trudy, that's all I need.
Why you calling me Nurse Trudy like that, acting all formal with me, acting like you don't know me? You know me.
Yes, I know you. I know you real well. Look, I just got this position and I'm trying to be professional.
Okay, we're gonna be professional.
All right.
So, how's Gina? How's the marriage?
Divorce, and I really don't want to talk about her. That whole thing was terrible.
No,
No what?
I'm not married.
Congratulations.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
So, doctor,
Yes?
you sure that's all you need?
Yes, thank you.
Doctor,
Yes?
you sure that's all you need? You sure?
Nurse.
Doctor!
Nurse.
Doctor!
Nurse.
Doctor!
Nurse Trudy!
I'm just playing.
Oh.
I got 3 kids. You want to give me 4? I'm just playing. So is that all you need, doctor?
Yes, Nurse Trudy, thank
You
you.
sure that's all you need, doctor?
Yes, Nurse Trudy, that's all I need.
Why you calling me Nurse Trudy like that, acting all formal with me, acting like you don't know me? You know me.
Yes, I know you. I know you real well. Look, I just got this position and I'm trying to be professional.
Okay, we're gonna be professional.
All right.
So, how's Gina? How's the marriage
We
and
got a
everything?
divorce and I really don't want to talk about her. That whole thing was terrible.
No,
No what?
I'm not married.
Congratulations.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
So, doctor,
Yes?
you sure that's all you need?
Yes, thank you.
Doctor,
Yes?
you sure that's all you need?
Yes, thank you, nurse.
Doctor,
Nurse?
you sure that's all you need, doctor?
Nurse?
Doctor.
Nurse?